here on the LDM show, right here on Nightline Radio. And sorry, I was just reading some of the tweets and texts. Just keep it coming in. Text all you like at 347-640-3920. But again, like I said, the LDM show colors are purple for domestic violence and blue for bullying and pink for cancer. So we have our signs, we have our colors. So I guess we had to have to bring someone in that is compared to one of the best persons I know, and an all-around female that does a lot for a new mom. Does a lot. Miss Donna, how's it going? Explain. I'm glad you're here. And actually, guys, if you watched last week, I had the husband on, my boy Mako out here.
I was going to shout her out, but I didn't know if anybody wanted to know that.
With the baby.
Power couple, power couple.
If they were watching the show, they seen the selfie and live TV, you know.
That's true.
Baby, yes.
You know, she looks a little different
you're
today.
Here today, and we're here to promote your HEAL Education show that you're going to be having next week. So tell me a little bit about what's going on.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. I
No
really
problem.
appreciate this. Yes, the event is it's a dance event. And the title is Heal, Educate, Empower. Mm-hmm. And we're doing this event to raise all the funds to donate to Good Shepherd Services and Joyful Heart Foundation. They focus on helping survivors of domestic violence, sexual abuse, and child abuse.
Oh, wow. I think all of those things are pretty much a touching subject to, pretty much touch, because a lot of people don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
It's like, no family secret type of thing, and it happens a lot, I think, especially for domestic violence. I'm sorry for those damn steps. They always getting blamed. Yeah. The steps, the door, the females are, oh, I fell down the steps. I fell, they don't want to say.
The
so
truth, yep.
What made you want to bring something like this together?
Yes. It is definitely very scary, and it takes a lot of courage to admit what has happened in your life, especially when it's something very dark. It takes a lot, and it takes a lot of support, a lot of love. And my baby, my husband, my mom, my family gave me all that support. And I think my son was the most, he gave me that courage to just let everything that was holding me back just out. And I decided to do something meaningful through my performing arts at this point. At first, it was just an idea of, getting back to my performing arts after having the baby and just having a dance show. Mm-hmm. Wow. But then when I figured when I focus on my art, when I'm on my performing arts, my heart always gets in the way. It's what is it going to be about? What's the concept? What are you going to focus on? Is it just dance? For what reason? And that was there. That was something pushing me.
Why?
It was time, because I've never talked about it before. It was something that I held for 15 and plus years now. And I think it's just
So are you a victim, or?
I am.
Okay.
I am.
Okay, so now you want to
not present victim.
Not a victim now.
No, not now.
I
especially don't be
even
trying
though
to
his hands are legal but illegal.
Yeah,
No, it's not him.
my boy don't do those things now, but in the
none of
past she was. And
so now you're advocating for it, basically.
Yes, basically.
Congratulations. That's a big step. That's actually closing down a door and opening a new one.
Yes.
And it's hard. They say that it's hard when you come from a domestic violence to enter another relationship. What helped you forget about that and not think that it's going to happen again?
But the paranoia of it,
My imagination, my positive thinking, my grandparents, my mother's love, the art, the performing arts really saved my life. I would say when I started learning more about performing arts, everything, music, dance, I got a B.F.A. in the performing arts, and
beautiful.
Through that I just learned so much about other artists who focused on their true self and on the things that really touched their heart. Through their art, they were able to express what they were going through, what the world is going through at that moment, and that was my outlet.
Oh wow, that's pretty good. Doing this performance, what is the message besides know yourself? What is the other messages that you want to try to get out through this event?
Yes, through this event, I would love to inspire other people that are going through something similar or worse, or any type of violence, abuse that they're going through, to speak up, soon. To I know it's hard. I know it feels like, it's a lot going on in people's head when they're going through something like that. They don't know what to ask. They're wondering why it's happening. Yeah. They're trapped. I want to inspire people to speak up, to speak up. I want to inspire people to speak up, because after that it comes focusing on your true self and what your passion is. Right. And then you can inspire others to do the same, and hopefully have more peace in this world.
That is so true.
Oh wow!
I see when you
I have anxiety for some reason.
Yeah, when you speak about all that, I see the emotions that come out of you.
I think that's what it is. Yeah.
Like, you're feeling the pain before, but then when you speak about your son, the glow was different.
It was.
Is that something that people should do? Like, look for something that will push them on, to go further.
But sometimes you don't even know what that can be. You know what I mean? Like I'm sure she didn't think of anything, and then the baby came and it was like, your whole thing just changes.
The baby was way later. The baby gave me that last push to just not wait any longer, to just be like, Mom, I'm looking up to you. What are you going to teach me? Yeah. I want to be the best mom. I want to teach my son that you need to follow your dreams, that you are special, that you can do anything you want in this world. And honesty and the truth is always the best way. So I want to set that example for him. And I don't want to have anything holding me back. I don't want to feel anything holding me down. And that secret kind of thing, or that dark thing inside of me, was just like, it was time to let it go. So for the sake of my family, and to become a better person and the best mom that I can be.
And watching you, I know you for about a year and a half, stuff like that, but watching you doing everything that you do, the Zumba, even like I said before, she was pregnant doing Zumba, and
that was fun.
she be in the martial arts class doing all this stuff, and she just pushes on, and you would never tell.
I would never have
that
thought
she was either sick,
ever.
Victim, anything.
That's why I had to ask, because I saw something that seemed personal, but I didn't know if it was her, family, friend. Right. But yeah, do you find yourself dipping into all these things for distraction, or because you found life again, because you had so many dark moments and fear that now you feel like you kind of released all of it, now you can live and get into all these things? Like, is that kind of what you think happened, or are you just an active person and just involved in everything?
To me, I am an active person, all of the above. And the reason I truly believe there's something bigger out there that is just putting all this together and using me to I'm using what I have, what I experience, and turning it into the best that I can to hopefully inspire others to live their passion their own way. Everybody has different paths and different tools they're going to use. But I think it's just the perfect timing right now.
Sounds like the perfect timing.
Yeah. And guys, we're here right now. You're watching the LDM show. We're talking about domestic violence with Donna. We're going to start a hashtag There Is Hope. And let's talk about what's going on here with domestic violence. You're a victim. You want to talk about it. Find someone, basically. Don't blame the steps. Don't blame the doors. We heard it all. And there are also mentally violence. So make sure.
Mental violence.
Yeah, make sure that you don't think, cause you're not getting hit, that you're not being abused.
There's emotional, mental, and physical.
Right. I think all three are in the top worst, so I can't really say one is worse than the other. But there are times where it's going on that you need to say what's going on. Guys, There's a comedy guy that I always say, I don't hit a girl, but I will shake them
really hard.
Be like, what are you doing? But I won't hit them. But
that's
and fun and joking and fun is like that. But actually, I'm one of those people that I can't see it. I don't want to see it. True story. Me and my brother, we fought because let him rest in peace. But when he was younger, we fought because he hit his girlfriend, and I found out. So we fought. It's just something about it I don't like. I don't explode. That's why we made these colors, make sure it's good. But when stuff like this happens and you see other females, like you look at that, be like, I was there. What do you tell them to shake them up? Like, hey, because
they got to kind of learn on their own. You can't, force or get out right now. I know you want to do
what
that.
What clues can we give them, or what clues can we see that someone is being abused?
Like you were saying earlier, like you looked at me and you had no idea before that I've had ever been through any, misfortunes. And I can't tell, like we can't always tell. But the best thing that one person can do, and not only because someone might be going through something, just in general, if you're just kind to someone, if you just give them a smile, if you just invite them to open up to you, maybe that's all they're looking for, someone they can trust and feel comfortable to speak up. Most of the time people don't trust anyone when they're in that stage, like I don't trust that person. They can't trust this.
It's a big
I have so many
thing.
Questions for you.
I'm assuming a lot of people have a lot of questions.
Yeah, and like I have 3 personal questions. I don't know like how personal you get, but I was like, I'm interested to know like who is this person? If it was a guy, how long were you with him? How long did you deal with it? What caused it? Like what happened that it would happen?
I think that's we'll just
it's
say
personal.
how basically how long.
I just want to know your story
how
just a
long
little
have
bit
you
more.
been
Yeah.
a victim for that, and
Okay.
then when was the time that you said
when you snapped out of it and said, yeah, exactly.
Okay, so to clear that out,
the nicest way.
It was, I'll say the best way that I can. It is very hard just to let everyone know this is the second time I'm actually talking about it.
Okay, so it's fresh to you. I won't
to
push
me,
it.
it's like still
okay.
very fresh. But
sorry.
that's what I'm putting myself out to do, to just let it all go.
Because you know why? There's different levels to abuse too. It could have been once, and that could have striked you. It could have been every day. It could have been sexual. Like there's just so many levels to it. And you just kind of want to like sometimes put your story out there to let people know that you're not by yourself. Even though, I mean,
yes, I know what you're saying. That, and in any level that things like that might happen is very damaging to someone. And domestic violence, I experienced domestic violence through my family, like my parents. So I was in the as a child, and
but that's your foundation.
Exactly.
And then sometimes when you start to date, you tend to. But this is why it's good to tell your story.
Again, you're not alone, and
never alone.
Sunday the 21st, this February 21st, 5:30 to 7:30, 104th Street, West 14th Street. You will find out you're not alone. But I think we have a call here, so we're gonna take this call real quick. Caller, you're on the air. How we doing?
Yes. Good evening. Good evening. This is Mako-san, the husband of the beautiful host on the show today.
Yes. How we doing, Mako-san? Now you calling her now, huh?
Sure.
Hey, monkey see, monkey do, right?
Is this payback?
Yeah, so how are you guys tonight?
So what's going on, man?
So I want to know from Donna, what motivates you? What motivated you to do this?
That's a good question. What makes you motivated to continue and to do stuff like this?
I just want a better life for myself, for my family, for this world. So I can only do as much as I know.
Right.
And this is I'm using my passion. I'm using my performing arts to inspire other people to live in their full potential. And
that is true.
That's the best that I can do as one person. And what motivated me is that my performing arts, my son, like I mentioned earlier, you, my husband, who's so supportive of me, my mom, you know, all the people that love me and that have always been so supportive. It's like they expect me to do something.
And I could imagine your husband must have went through a lot.
And I don't know what, except for what I love. Yeah. And that's the performing arts.
I tell you, Meiko-san, you've been very powerful and in many ways. And to stick with you and to make sure everything is going on.
How does that work?
That's very good.
It's a lot of growth and patience.
Well, they both balance each other out.
Yeah.
You know? So.
But it's also a lot of understanding. I'm sure she had moments that he probably didn't even understand. Or when they're arguing, maybe things got a little too heated and it brought you back to something.
Matter of fact, Meiko, since we have you on the phone, was there ever a moment like you said, what the heck? But I didn't do nothing, you know?
Yeah.
And how does that make you feel? Like back in those days?
You mean in terms of our relationship? Or
like, you know, like you didn't do nothing, but she snapped or not snapped, but like felt the way and you were like, but I didn't do nothing. And it wasn't really you, it's her
just
past.
from her past, yeah.
Yeah, that happened just like before we got here, actually.
You see?
No, I'm only kidding. I mean, listen, what a relationship is not normal if you don't argue.
True.
You understand? Like, yeah, I mean, arguing is healthy. You know, but how far to the extent of the argument? I don't mess with her. You seen her?
I'm telling you, right?
You know, she's a student of my karate school, and you know the old saying, the student becomes the teacher. Right?
That's true.
So,
that's it.
You know,
that is good.
I've gotten my butt whipped a couple of times. You know, so it happens. But she's a. I mean, we argue, and then you know after that we just get over it because the goal and the vision is bigger than anything.
Yeah.
You know? And plus Valentine's is coming, so we can cover up from there.
we already talked about that.
Oh yeah, we did.
About Valentine's.
Yep, you guys got to watch it. It's out right now. Guy Talk on YouTube right now. So
yeah, exactly, man. But I'm proud of her, and you know, and my last question to you, Donna, is this, and then I'll hang up after this. You know, if somebody was standing in front of you right now, going through the same situation that you went through, what would you tell them?
If they were going through the same situation, I would want to give them a hug first, and I would.
You give good hugs too. She gives really good hugs.
I want to tell them that their life matters, that they're special, that they're a gift to the world, and they're only going to find how special they are and what gift they have for this world if they can seek for help first,
right? So
they can go through the healing process. Then we educate. We seek for education and knowledge, and then we get to empower others.
That's good. And again, like I said, guys, hashtag there is hope. Let's start it off and let people know there is hope for your future. You can't just stay there and thinking that's your life and that's all that is. There is more to it.
It's getting more dangerous.
To find out what is more to it, the Heal Education Empowerment. Again, it is Sunday, February 21st on 14th Street, 104 West 14th Street. So you guys, if you didn't catch all that, theldmshow.com. You can also check out her bio on theldmshow.com and read a little bit about her. So when you get there, you can act like you know her. Be like, Donna, I know you. But you don't actually know her, but you just read her bio. That's
what kind of dancing are you doing? Are you telling a story with the dance, or you're just having your art and then doing it as a charity event? Like how are you doing it?
We're doing we're collaborating as 9 choreographers, all of us. Wow. We're performing our own work. Mm-hmm. And it's
which
different
is
techniques.
Can you share like your style of dancing for those who don't know?
My background is modern, African, ballet. Nice. So I'm mixing all of those within my piece. I'm also including martial arts because, like he said, I am a
That's
student.
That's why I can't wait.
Show it all off. Wow.
And all the choreographers, we all have our own styles and different techniques. So it'll be from modern to hip hop and many more surprises. But it'll be the different choreographers, so you'll see different pieces from different choreographers. You'll see Karen Hoyos, which is the special guest speaker. She's a very well-known international motivational speaker, and she'll be there, you know, to speak and to empower people to share her work with others. She inspires a lot of people, you know, to live in their passion, to follow their dreams. And we'll have that. We'll have a lot of fun and a lot of charity. And all that money is going, like I said, to Good Shepherd Services, Joyful Heart Foundation. We also have a Kickstarter to help produce this show. Right. The Kickstarter is Heal, Educate, Empower. If anybody would like to
go on there, start donating and helping out. Buying the tickets helps out a lot too. But to show how much you care, let's start, like I said, hashtag There Is Hope. Put some pictures out there. You holding a sign saying hashtag There Is Hope. Let's try that. Let's do that for a little bit too. Let's make this, you know, go crazy. After the show, when I get home, I'm gonna probably do a sign There Is Hope. Let's everyone do that. Hashtag There Is Hope, and let's show Donna that we are here to support her and everyone else that are victims in domestic violence. But again, February 21st, you know your boy's gonna be there. So I gotta have to be there. Hopefully my camera guys, PR people will be there hanging out with us on the 21st. So just to see what's going on, support. You do that, we'll send it, we'll tag it to Donna, let her see how many people are with her. So again, it's hashtag There Is Hope. Either say something about it or send your picture with the sign saying There Is Hope. Again, Donna, thank you for coming and showing us with the Heal Empowerment, Education Empowerment. Mako for calling us today and, you know, giving a little hope. And the sun is still out there having fun. So it is good you guys are doing it. You know, power couple, continue doing what you're doing.
And congratulations, because I know that's a huge step. And I can tell it's still fresh. I'm sorry if I went overboard with some questions, but just want to get your story. There's a lot of people, like you said, are fearful, and you just want to know, you know, you just want to know who you're looking at, what your story is.
Who knows? Thank you. Maybe we will take a behind the mic type of thing, and we'll sit there and we'll have a real good discussion. And your story maybe help a lot, you know, people. So there is a lot of hope. If you can come from that.
And be happy,
and to do this.
That's amazing,
And then, you know, have a family like you have. You know, a husband and a son that's, you know, crazy and doing
crazy
a lot of things.
You
know, crazy in a good way. Crazy in a good way. That's my boy, you know, my heart right there. That's my brother you know, in arms. So it's just to see that happen.
And just to add, if I was still like thinking as the victim, I would not have my husband. I would not have my son. I would probably be lost right now, if not in drugs. You know, there's all kinds of distractions.
Situations.
So when we stay in the state of mind of I'm a victim, this happened to me. That's when we seek for help.
But that's the hardest
part.
That
is true.
And now, when you become a survivor of that, that's when the healing begins. That's when you get to see your life
doing it
forward.
You know, your life get better and accomplish many things that are set out for you.
And if you guys are, you know, listening live, or if you're listening watching us right now on Manhattan Network and stuff like that, tag her, give her a call. You know, if you are a domestic violence, maybe she can help and point you in the right directions. Again, Donna, thank you for being here today. I wish we had a lot more time to talk about it.
Wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
You do an amazing job.
But we're definitely going to see you February 21st, 104 West 14th Street. You got to be there. 5:30 to 7:30 American time. 5:30 to 7:30, I got to tell you. Yeah, I call it American time because we got a lot of Latin people that are watching.
Yes. Easter Standard.
For your Spanish people, it's 4:30. I'm Charles Aloma. This is Donna again, The Essence. And we're all here again on the LDM show right here on Nightline Radio. When we come back, it's time to have some fun and some comedy with 8JTV in the house.
They ready. Woo! They've been ready.
Yeah, oh yeah. We'll be right back. But again, you got to watch. This is all what it's all about. We'll be right back.
This is the LDM Show on Nightline Radio.
Every Thursday at 6 p.m. until 8.
Hey, you've been watching the LDM Show? Let us know what you think about this episode. Hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. We value your opinion, so please let us know.